If you love freestanding lace as much as I do, you're going to want to check out this video. I'm going to show you guys how to create this gorgeous FSL dachshund. But first, my intro. Okay, so let's get into it. You guys saw my beautiful stitch out. Now I'm going to show you guys how to make it, and it's easier than you think. This is what it looks like in the software, and you can see there's a few trims. We can make connections to them, but I didn't mess with that yet. That'll be for an upcoming video. So the idea would be that we don't have any trims. So let's start a new one. So let's go File, New, and this one we are going to do the shape by hand, which is really cool, and I'm really excited about it because it literally means that we'll be able to do anything, which is really cool. Any shape, any picture, anything. So let's open our Doxy. And this is just a silhouette that I've had on my computer for ever, I think, probably. Now you can do it whatever size that you want. I think 8x4 is a little bit big. I made it to fit inside the 5x7 hoop, but again, you can do whatever size that you want. We're gonna make it just a smidge bigger than the other one, so that will fit nicely inside the hoop, and I think it's a great size. So that is our backdrop. That's what I put it in there, backdrop tool, and brought it in, and now we have it all settled down. So we can check here, and you can do different things. You can make it darker or lighter if you want, depending on how well you want to see it or what you have over it. I can leave it at full darkness there. All right, so let's do this. Now I'm going to show you a couple things, and then we're going to quickly digitize it through in fast speed. So I picked up the run, and the shortcut for that is 2. And the run is this. So it's just, you know, basically a run stitch, and hold down the control key for curves. So that's easy. Now, if you do one and you finish it by accident and you didn't really mean to, just keep going, because you can take 2 of them. You can grab 2 of them and go right here, combine selected paths, and now it is one piece. So that is a huge time saver. So if you happen to click off or something like that, don't worry about it, you can fix it. All right, so let's grab this, and I'm going to start right here, and I have my hand on the control key. Curve stitches here, we want them to have a nice tail. Now I spread the tail out just a little bit more because the satin stitches, I make them a little bit thicker, and they covered over each other. It still looks good, but I just want a little more space. It would be nice if the lace could show. So I'm just trying to be as precise as I can and as quick as I can all at the same time, because we want to get to the good stuff. So this is pretty easy, pretty, you know, basic digitizing, pretty easy to do. And you can bring in any shape as a backdrop. So that makes it quite easy as well. I'm thinking this is the answer to all lace, and it's so easy to do. You guys will be so surprised when you see how easy it is to make a FSL dachshund. I should say too that an FSL dachshund is something I've been wanting to create for many years. I just never got around to it. Full-time job and kids and everything, we just never quite made it there, and now I have one, and I'm so happy with that. It's awesome. So we're just about at the end. Click there. Now I think that's pretty good. Let's hit enter, and now we have our design. It's right here, color 1, and it's really, again, really easy to make it into lace. So okay, so to get rid of the backdrop, it's under view, and it's Control B is the shortcut, so you can bring it in. You can take it out if you want. Control B. So Control B. There we go. So now we have our outline of a dachshund, and he is the right size. So let's go here and we're going to click, and there we have our FSL dachshund, and I think it turned out really well. I am going to make the satin or style stitches, as they call it, just a little bit wider. I just like them a little bit wider. Let's not do 30. Let's do 3. There we go. Little bit wider. And I'm going to change the underlay on it, because if you watch it stitch out, it's an enormous amount of like center line. There we go. I don't want center line because we've got to be careful that we don't cut our FSL. So I found leaving that and maybe adding a zigzag, because that ties everything in, I was quite happy with that. All right, so now you could leave it just like this. How about we change his color? Let's click on him. Let's change his color to this nice reddish brown color. Let's do the steel. And there we go. So yeah, wonderful dachshund. But how about we make him a whole lot cuter? Let's go in here. We're going to select some different elements to add into it. I snooped around. I spent a lot of time snooping around. I thought this one looked curiously like an ear. And you can make it bigger or smaller if you want. Be careful again to make it not to make it too small. And I thought that was a perfect dachshund ear. You might want to turn it a little bit. You could play around with it and get it exactly right, but I don't know what this is supposed to be. I guess it's just an add-on element for black tees, but I thought it looked like an ear. So that is so cute. So now it looks even more like a dachshund. I think maybe you could, make it longer if you wanted, but I really like that. I thought about a collar. I thought that would be really cute to do a collar on him, but I spent so much time snooping around. I just decided to leave it at flowers and make him kind of groovy. So you can pick anything. What I did is that I just picked ones that I liked, and I just put them, around, and let's change the color so you can see it better. I just put them around and, kind of moved everything into position. So I kind of like this circle, so I'm going to put it there, kind of maybe off to the side. And don't worry, you can move everything. You don't have to worry about that. So let's find some flowers, some classic lace flowers. Pick something just a little different than what I did before so we can see how great it looks. So there's leaves too. I was thinking that might be really cute. This one looks cute. Let's bring in that flower. And it's a little bit big, but you know what? I am going to make it fit because it's super cute. That'll fit right there. And let's change the color. Oh, I love it. So now let's pick a leaf. Classic lace. Let's pick just a small leaf maybe. Or we can, again, just bring some down and have a look at it. Oh, I like those flowers. How about this? Yep. Let's bring that in. That's perfect size. Perfectly perfect for our dachshund. So you can really have a lot of fun, adding in the designs. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's stick with the classic lace. I'm kind of liking that theme. And there was another one that I really liked. That one we picked. Oh, how about this one? I thought that would look cool. Now, you don't have to put them all inside. You can overlap anything that you want as well. Because it doesn't have to be the exact shape of the dachshund. You can have, stuff outside if you wanted. That's fine. All right, so I like that. So it's just a matter of taste, what you like, and creativity, what you can come up with. And I think we need some little things to fill this in. How about we look at it at 3D? That gives you a much better idea. And it looks way better. I think it's cute. We I also thought of doing something for his nose, but I couldn't come up with anything, that looked really good. So if you guys have any ideas for his nose, make sure you comment in the comment section and let me know, and I'll give it a try. I just couldn't find anything just quite right or quite that I wanted. I put a circle or two there, but it kind of looked weird. So, Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications button and share, because I think this is an absolute game changer for embroidery. I am thoroughly enjoying this software. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And again, I'm trying it and testing it, and I've had no problems with the stitch outs. I am being careful though not to make stuff too small. You have to be a little bit careful with that. I haven't run into any problems yet, but I think you need to be a little bit careful. I kind of like that there. That kind of makes them look longer. Yeah, all flowing. Now we're going to reorder things as well, because we don't want a whole bunch of stitches. Although it appears, because I'm kind of putting it in order, it appears it has done it already for me, because I don't see any more cuts, which, hey, that makes it even better, doesn't it? All right, let's find a few little circles. Okay, it was right in front of me. It just looked different, or I bypassed it. This is what I wanted. It took me a minute or two to find it, but that's okay. I thought it was just nice to use this to fill in some of the, kind of empty spots. So one or two, or you can just leave it the way it is. Now, if you look here, there's only a couple of trims. You kind of expect a trim there. We can connect it, but I think it looks good just like this. So I'm going to delete that. Now you are literally ready to stitch this guy. I don't see any jumps. There's not a huge amount of trims. Okay, I wanted to show you guys something though. You have to be careful when you're cutting out holes in the stitches. It doesn't save you too many stitches, and it can cause issues. So I'm thinking if you had just this flower on the dachshund, you could cut it out. But when you put too many elements or a lot of elements, this is what happens. Now, it doesn't look like anything happened, and this looks great, but look at all the trims. Look at all the trims. And let's go to our stitch simulator, and we're going to just run through this really quickly. So you have to kind of experiment with it. Look at all the trims in the middle. That is something you can't do because the lace may fall apart. So for this guy, we don't want that many holes. You can make holes, but it has to be, like one thing. It'll work a lot better, or larger amount of space between everything. But you see all the trims, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. I really like it better the other way. Look at this guy. Woo! Look at that. But yeah, way too many trims. So let's not do that. Let's do Control Z and put them back and just have a few. Let's take a peek at it stitching. And that's what you want to see. It all has to be interlocking and overlapping. So let the software do its thing. There we go. And then it goes over it. This is the key to it. This part, I love it. This is what makes it so awesome to look at. And then it's going to do the satin stitches. I might remove another underlay. The ear, which is a perfect ear for a dachshund. I love it. And then all the rest of our designs with no jump stitches. I can see the connection stitches that the software makes, and I really like that as well. So not a whole bunch of jumps, and it's perfect. So if you are being creative and you're placing different things around in different orders. Like I said, I pulled a whole bunch of them up and then moved them down. What you have to do is a little bit of housekeeping, and you'll have to put it in logical order. See, I did this one, I did the ear, and there's a trim for that one. But I did this one, and then this one stitches next, and then this one, and they automatically connected. If you had this one stitch out and you had this one stitch out, then you're going to get a trim. So as long as you're careful about putting everything in order, then it's fantastic. So you can go ahead and stitch this out. I am going to show you guys mine. I am so thrilled with it. I'll put some pictures up, but I'm hoping you guys are really enjoying this software. You can try the software for free. It's a demo version of it, so you can't save or you can't stitch, but as long as you don't have jump stitches, you know that it's going to stitch out okay, as long as you're careful with those things. I'll put a link in the description as to where you can find those, and we will keep working on freestanding lace and lace designs. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!